Hello and welcome back to the Under 18 Atlantic Showcase presented by Soccer Nova Scotia here at the Raymond Field at Acadia University. We've got your bronze medal matchup here for the girls' side now. It is going to be the Nova Scotia U18 girls versus the New Brunswick U18 girls. So in the red jerseys on the right side of your screen, there is a New Brunswick huddle. And on the left side, Nova Scotia in the blue jerseys, just about ready to get all started here. This is your 4 o'clock matchup right now on TV1. And starting in goal from the Nova Scotia side is number 30, Sardi. And on the other side, for New Brunswick in goal is number 0, Lauren Bushy. Looks like both teams are getting set. Referees making sure the teams are in place, and we're going to get started right away. My name is Raisa Lalani. I've got your play-by-play for you this game and the next game, and you were joined all weekend by Scott Squires. He was doing your play-by-play for the tournament. And now we're here in the last day, second last game, but what a weekend it has been. The weather's holding up pretty good. A little bit of rain in the earlier game, looking for the sun to poke out, and here we go. We're on our way, Nova Scotia in possession. That is Armitage. And New Brunswick's number 9, McGinn, on the ball, sending it back to Bushy. New Brunswick sending it up the center, but a little pressure on there from Nova Scotia, sending it back to Bushy. Bushy clearing it out down the left side of her field. Lavoie challenging Bruce. Bruce on the ball, but stolen away by Gallen. There's Nova Scotia's Armitage. Short chasing down the ball. And she is going to keep it inbounds, passing it up to her teammate. New Brunswick throw in. And that ball is thrown in from New Brunswick. On the ball now is 15, Walsh. Pass back. Clever footwork there from Armitage. Sending it down to Bruce here. Bruce running it down the right side of the field. And she is going to send it up to Nicholson. Nicholson looking to find her again. But New Brunswick's Hill with the ball, sending it up to Smith. And now it's going to be a chase down here for number 16, Power, and Buckler. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Goalie's ball. And keep in mind your goalie for Nova Scotia once again is number 30, Samantha Sardi. And just looking at the Nova Scotia side, there are a lot of players going to play in college. We've got Queens, SMU, Utah Valley, Ottawa, Mount A, Memphis, CBU, Mount A, Jacksonville, Acadia. The list goes on and on. These are some high quality players here in Nova Scotia. On the ball there is Fielding. Going down the line there is Fielding once again for Nova Scotia. She's going to send that up to Henry. But that ball is going to go out of bounds. Goalie's ball. And just perfect timing for these ladies to get started in this soccer game. Beautiful sun poking out from out behind the clouds, keeping that field nice and warm. Here is Bushy with the ball. Bushy sending it up the center. Nova Scotia player with the first touch. Header from Chevery. And breaking through, there is number 10. And she is going to squeak it by the goalie, but that is going to be out of bounds for Rachel Henry. Great try there from Henry, just past the right side of the post. Bushy back with the ball once again. She's going to send it down the left side of her field. New Brunswick on the ball, but once again here is Chevry. She's going to look to shoot it cross and just past the post, this time on the left side of the goal. But Nova Scotia putting on the pressure here. 2 shots already on goal in the first 5 minutes. That ball going to Bushy once again. This time she's going to take it to the right side of her field. Bushy with the free kick. And there is New Brunswick on the ball. Taking it down the left side of their field. She's going to drive it down. But it is stolen away by Bruce. Now Nicholson putting some pressure on. And there is Chevry. That ball going back to Bushy. Nova Scotia keeping the ball in their offensive half. Putting a lot of pressure on New Brunswick, but New Brunswick doing a good job on their defense. Now New Brunswick looking to take a shot. Here is Smith with the ball, and she is going to shoot it, but it's just going to go off of Curry's foot. Goaltender ball. There is Sardi with her first touch of the ball of the match. She's going to give it to Armitage. Armitage giving it to Nicholson, but that touch off Nicholson is going to go out of bounds. New Brunswick throw in, and here is Gentleman. And that ball is going to be called by the linesman out of bounds. Once again, it is New Brunswick's ball. And with the throw in once again is number 2, Aaron Gentleman. Gentleman with the throw in. Off the head of a Nova Scotia player. Nicholson. Some great footwork there by New Brunswick's number 13, Cormier. Here is Bruce. Bruce fancy herself. And she is going to cross that to the center to Chevry. Now it is on the left side of the field, and chasing that ball down is Walsh. Pressure getting put on here from McGinn. Walsh. And that is going to be a shot behind the net. And we are going to see a corner kick called here from the referee. Chasing down that ball past the track there is Serena Dolan. Dolan's going to take the corner. And there it is, into the center. And that ball is passed up, and it is shot by number 8, Curry, but a great save there from Bushy, right into the palm of our hands, a sweet catch. Once again, Bruce on the ball. Now New Brunswick looking to hustle and get there, but it's going to be in the keep's hands. That is Sardi with the ball. She's going to give it to Armitage. Armitage is going to pass it to Nicholson. Nicholson looking to drive it down the side of the field. Bruce on the chase down. And there is Bruce once again. She's going to take it down. And she is taken down, but she is up. And it looks like the linesman is going to give that to Nova Scotia. Bruce and Hill battling it out. Here is Bruce now with the free kick, practically a corner kick, close to the side there. And New Brunswick is going to set up their wall. And there's Bruce crossing it into the center. And that is going to be into the arms of Bushy. No goal. Good shot. Bushy clearing it down the center of the field. Not many players back here yet, but there is Bruce with the hustle once again. Sending it down the line. And New Brunswick's defense, Hill, is going to just tap that one out of bounds, slow down the ball there. Throw in from Nicholson. Received by Dolan. Dolan looking to send it in the center, but New Brunswick getting a touch on that, turning it around, but stolen away there from number 12. That's Fielding. Goalie's ball here is Bushy. Lots of action in the net there for Bushy, Nova Scotia. Doing their best to take a lot of shots here and succeeding. Smith on the ball. Armitage and Smith battling it out. Nova Scotia's going to win that one. And here is Buckler. But McGinn with the ball. This time getting sent back. Going to get called offside, and Nova Scotia player knew it before it was even called. She looked and didn't want to touch the ball, knowing that the defenders were on the other side of her. That's going to be a New Brunswick ball. And a nice big header there from Nova Scotia, responded by from New Brunswick. And here is Sardi with the ball. Sardi with the big boot to the center line. And a nice header there from Chevry. That ball is out of bounds. It's for New Brunswick. Throw in there from Gentleman. Cadet battling it out with Nicholson, but that is going to go out of bounds for Nicholson. Throw-in coming in once again from Aaron Gentleman. And that ball is out of bounds on New Brunswick's number 11, Cadet. Throwing that ball in now is Bruce. And just tapped out of bounds by Dolan, so it is going to be a New Brunswick throw-in, and here once again is Gentleman. Gentleman with the throw-in. Received by Gadet, but Gadet sending that one out of bounds. And a little bit of pushing there from the Nova Scotia and New Brunswick players as it was getting guided out of bounds, and a little bit of a crowd response to that one. There is Sardi getting the ball now for Nova Scotia. Sardi with the ball. Down the left side of her field. On the ball now is Dolan, and that is going to be out of bounds. Nova Scotia throw-in. And the ball is thrown in. Down the line, once again out of bounds. This time it is going to be a New Brunswick throw-in. And that is thrown in and received by Fleming. And a nice big header once again from Nova Scotia's defense. On the ball there is Hill, battling it out with Nicholson. And now New Brunswick is going to send that ball down, and chasing that ball down is number 6, Fecto. She is the captain of the New Brunswick team, and she has a scholarship to go to the University of New Brunswick. That is number 6, Sylvie Fecto. Taking the ball for Nova Scotia here now is number 3, Hannah Bruce. And Bruce sending it up towards the center. Chevry on the ball. And a nice play there from Fleming. Smith on the ball, and here's a New Brunswick shot. And that is going to be wide there for number 16, Grace Power, but nice to see a shot on goal from New Brunswick's side here. Still zeros here, about 25 minutes left in this first half. A few good shots on goal, just missing barely a few inches off the sides of the goals. Sardi with the ball for Nova Scotia. Sardi down the right side of her field. The header there from New Brunswick. And there is Smith. Smith on the ball still. And she is going to turn and drive it to the net, but a nice easy catch there for Sardi. Another shot for New Brunswick. Sardi to her defender. They're going to pass it back and forth to one another to clear it out. And that is going to be a New Brunswick throw in quickly. Before I can even call it, she has thrown it in. That is Gentleman. And New Brunswick once again, but that one is going to go straight out of bounds into the Nova Scotia bench. Hannah Bruce now with the throw in. She's going to throw it to Chevry. Back to Bruce. Bruce with some nice footwork, but some pressure there from Smith, and Smith has that ball. And Smith is going to look to cross that ball once again here, keeping it in bounds, keeping it alive. And that is going to be out of bounds on Nova Scotia as number 3, Bruce. Gentleman with a throw-in. And on the ball now is Cadet. That is going to be a goalie's ball. Nova Scotia goalie Sardi with the ball. Sardi down the left side of her field. Sun is out and shining for this 4 o'clock matchup. There's Walsh. Bruce. And that is going to be sent in, and a shot on net there, but that once again is going to be wide on the post, and a great job by New Brunswick's defense, who really putting on the pressure there, so there was not a clean shot. That is going to constitute a corner kick. Taking the corner kick is number 4, Emily Chevry. Chevry with the corner. Across the center, and an attempt there at a back goal, and it is cleared out by New Brunswick's defense, but that was a close one. Backwards kick there from one of Nova Scotia's forwards. And back at the line here is Chevry for another corner kick. There she is again, this time with a low ball. There is Bruce with the long shot. And there is a touch there from New Brunswick's goalie. Yes, folks, that means we have another corner kick. A nice long drive there from Hannah Bruce. Taking the corner kick now is number 7, Serena Dolan. Dolan. And once again, there is a great job from New Brunswick's Bushy. She is not going to let that ball score in her net. And that is going to be off a Nova Scotia player. No more corner kicks right at this particular moment. Here is Lauren Bushy with the ball. Some great goaltending for New Brunswick. Sending it down the left side of her field, and a header there from Cadet. Now on the ball is Smith. Smith looking to send it up, and she is going to pass it to Lavoie, but that ball is going to be taken away there from Hannah Bruce. Bruce playing like an all-star here for the Nova Scotia team, and now we're going to see Henry. And Henry is going to just chip it right into the goalie, Lauren Bushy, the all-star for the New Brunswick side, challenging that ball, and she is not letting a goal in no matter of the efforts of Nova Scotia's offense. Bushy now taking the ball to the right side of Hurstfield. Bushy. There is a header from Dolan. Bushy's going to clear that ball. It will go out the side, Nova Scotia ball. Chasing it down is Holly Buckler. Buckler hustling to throw the ball in. Nova Scotia crossing it to the center. She is going to pass it back, but it is going to be in the paws of Lavoie. That's going to get passed back to Sardi. Sardi's going to clear it out. Buckler sending it to Fielding. Fielding on the ball for Nova Scotia, and she's going to look to turn it, drive it up the sideline. Receiving it there is Nicholson. And a nice cross in the center there, received by Gadet. Gadet on the ball, looking to send it up. And she did, and there's going to be a turn and a shot there from number 18, Smith. But a clever save by Sardi. Both goalies in this game doing a fantastic job keeping the balls out of their net. There is Hannah Bruce on the ball. Now Walsh, and that is out of bounds off New Brunswick player, and it looks like we are going to get a substitution into the match here for New Brunswick side. Coming in to the match is number 7, and she's going to take out number 8, Lavoie, and number 7 is Emily Bagna. Throw in from Bruce, and it is off New Brunswick player. Bruce once again here with a throw in. Bruce. Back to her. She's going to look to send it down the center. A nice header there from New Brunswick. On the ball now is Curry. Curry looking to send it left to Nicholson. Nicholson on the ball. Nicholson looking to change the pace up. Henry. And on the ball there is number 19, Pruden. Curry on the ball. And there is Hannah Bruce on the ball. She's going to send it up, and she's going to try and beat Gentleman, but Gentleman and her are going to give up on that ball as it does go out of bounds. Throw-in now coming in from Gentleman. Bagna on the ball. Gentleman, but that is going to be out of bounds off Nova Scotian player Walsh. Bruce on the ball. And it is intercepted by New Brunswick's player number 13, Cormier. Bruce. She's going to pass it back, and there is a long drive down the right side. Armitage. Gentleman on the ball. She's going to guide it out of bounds, so she gets the throw-in. And here she is with the throw-in long down to Bagna. Gentleman on the ball again. New Brunswick now with the turn. A nice back pass there from Gadet. Bruce on the ball. And Bruce and Bagna with a little bit of a tussle there. And Bruce going down. That ball is going to go for Nova Scotia. Free kick here. Bruce down the line, telling her player to get there. And she did. That is Walsh. That one is going to go out of bounds for Walsh down the line. Once again, here's Aaron Gentleman with the throw-in for New Brunswick. Gentleman on the ball. New Brunswick in possession here, sending it down the center of the field. And there is number 18, Smith, looking to get on the ball, but defense by Nova Scotia almost prevailing. New Brunswick still trying to keep that ball in their offensive half, but here comes number 4, Chevry, and she's looking to clear it out. New Brunswick back on the ball, sending it to Cadet. Chevry now. Gentleman keeping it alive for New Brunswick. And here is Smith. But it looks like we're going to get a call on New Brunswick there, and that is going to be a Nova Scotia ball. Armitage taking the free kick. Quick pass to fellow teammate number 12, Fielding. That ball down the left now. Taken into the center. And that is going to be a Nova Scotia ball there. Free kick. Fielding on the ball. And a nice big block there from Cadet. Nicholson, but it is stolen away there by Short. And the ball is out of bounds, New Brunswick ball. Free throw coming in here from New Brunswick. 13:44 on your clock here in the first half of this bronze medal match between the U18 New Brunswick and Nova Scotia team. 0-0, lots of shots on net from both sides. Chasing that ball down is McGinn. She's going to send it back to Bushy. Pressure coming in for Bushy. Bushy's going to send it back to McGinn. Henry not giving up on the ball between either of them. That ball is out of bounds, Nova Scotia throw-in. And that ball is passed to Fielding. Fielding looking to send it back. It's coming back to Fielding, but intercepted by number 7, Bagna. Hustling there is McGinn versus Henry. McGinn for the win. Nova Scotia in possession now. Sending it back to Sardi. Sardi once again on the ball, this time giving it to Armitage. Armitage looking to get it back to Sardi, and pressure from Bagna, but Sardi getting there first. And that ball is out of bounds. Throw in for Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia on the ball. There's Nicholson. Curry. Now down the center to Armitage. Armitage is going to look for a player down the line, but that ball's just going to go out of bounds. New Brunswick's throw in here is Gentleman. And that is Hannah Bruce battling it out. Bruce is going to go down, and that is going to be a call for her. She is going to take the free kick. Dead ball here. Passed quickly to the center to Fielding. Fielding now to Chevry. Nicholson running to get to that ball. Nicholson sending it down to Fielding, but it is blocked there by Hill. Buckler. Chevry, and there is a steal, but that is going to be called too aggressive for the referee. Nova Scotia free kick. Nova Scotia on the ball, sending it to the center, and there is a header from number 7, Serena Dolan, with your first goal of the game. A nice, clear cross assist and a great finish there by Serena Dolan. 1-0 here in the latter half of the first half. Still lots of game to be played. And the ball is back in action. New Brunswick on the ball right away here. Hill. There is Nicholson. That ball is out of bounds. Nova Scotia throw in. Throw in from Nova Scotia. New Brunswick's number 9, McGinn, clearing that ball down the center. Hannah Bruce on the ball now. Bruce sending it down to Walsh. And a big clear from Armitage. Armitage with a nice boot. Power versus Curry. Curry still on the ball now. Power in control of it. And that ball is crossed for New Brunswick, and Bagna with the touch. But that is going to go crisply over top of the goal. A few oohs and ahs from the crowd. A great try there from New Brunswick, but that ball did sail long for Bagna. Nova Scotia goalie Sardi with the ball. Sardi sending it down the center. Bruce on the ball, battling it out with Claire Smith. And a nice turn there, but received by Smith. Smith on the ball. New Brunswick looking for a chance here. Smith getting beat out there by Chevry. And Walsh and Chevry and Henry, but that's going to just sail past Henry out of bounds. New Brunswick throw in here is Gentleman. A quick throw into Hill, and Hill is going to send it back to Bushy. Bushy sending it to the right side of her field. And that ball is cleared down the center, touched at by Armitage. New Brunswick, Bagna with the header. Armitage. Gentleman sending it back to Bushy. Bushy with the low pass to McGinn. And saved there almost, but linesman is going to call that one out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia throw-in. And there is Dolan on the ball, defended by McGinn. Dolan again, looking to cross it. And she does, but it is going to be right into the hands of Lauren Bushy. Bagna on the ball now for New Brunswick. And she's going to shoot it, but it is going to be blocked by Curry. And Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. New Brunswick once again with the touch, but that one is going to go out of bounds. And it is going to be chased down by Sardi. 6:45 on your clock here in the first half. Keep in mind, folks, this is the bronze medal match. Sardi with the ball. She's going to drive it up the center. Cormier. And that ball is going to be out of bounds, and once again, it is a goalie ball. Nova Scotia on the ball. Fielding. A little ping pong action there as the ball is going back and forth between the two teams as it stays in the offensive end for New Brunswick. There is Gadet. And clearing that one out is now Nicholson. She sent it up to Buckler, and that one's going to go out the side off of New Brunswick. Throw-in coming in from Nova Scotia. Chasing down that ball off the track there is Buckler for Nova Scotia. Lots of fans in the stands here at Raymond Field on this gorgeous Sunday. Sun is shining. Nova Scotia on the ball there, but it is going to be cleared out by New Brunswick. Nicholson. And there is Smith. New Brunswick on the ball now. Sending it down the center of the field to Bagna. Bagna on the ball. And she's going to send it down. No one quite there, but Hannah Bruce from Nova Scotia is going to try and chase it down. And she is going to get there, but not in time for that second touch. That is going to be a New Brunswick throw-in, and going to grab the ball is Gentleman. .352 on your clock here in the first half. Gentleman with the throw-in, and that is going to be out of bounds. Off Nova Scotia player, that means it's a corner kick for New Brunswick. And they're going to get set up on the field here as the ball is chased down. Big track around Raymond Field. So once the ball goes out of bounds, one of the players has to chase it down, or they'll get a new ball thrown in for them. Corner kick for New Brunswick, but it is defended by Nova Scotia. And now Dolan sending it up to Bruce. Bruce getting some second legs, and she is going to send it up to Henry. Henry looking to cross it. And she does. Chevery, Nicholson, back to Chevery. And there is a shot taken, deflected off a few defenders, and that is going to be Bushy's ball. She's going to send it wide right. New Brunswick still on the ball. That is McGinn. Sending it down the center. And there is Smith. And that is going to be a fierce touch ball out of bounds. New ball coming into the match. That's too big of a chase down there. Hannah Bruce with the ball on the sidelines. Bruce. And that ball is out of bounds. It's going to be for Nova Scotia. Bruce once again on the ball. Bruce. Walsh, but New Brunswick getting it. Walsh once again on it. Dolan. Chevery. Scotia's number 8, Curry, with the ball now. She's going to drive it down the center, passing it to her left. And there goes Nicholson with the hustle. but she is going to be called offside by the linesman. New Brunswick on the ball. Free kick. Fleming. McGinn. And that ball is going to be out of bounds. New Brunswick with the throw in. And here is Short with the ball for New Brunswick with the throw in. She's going to give it to number 13, Cormier. Fleming now on it. Short. A few blue jerseys there. Tightening it up, making it hard for space for New Brunswick to get that ball through, but they're going to get another throw in here. Now Nova Scotia in control, sending it up the line, but New Brunswick once again back with the ball. Looks like we've got an extra 2 minutes here. 0 on the clock, but 2 minutes from the sidelines, and here comes Bruce. And Bruce is going to keep going with it. Right through the legs. But saving it now is Smith. That is going to be Bruce's throw-in for Nova Scotia. And there it is. Passed back to her. Now she's going to cross it. But it is going to go into the hands of Bushy, and the New Brunswick crowd below is happy about that catch. 1-0 here in the first half. Bushy with a kick down the center to right to Bagna. And now Dolan on the ball. Dolan sending it to Fielding. Fielding looking to find her player. But Gentleman's going to make sure that Bushy can get there first. And once again, goalie's ball. Bushy with a drop kick. It's going to go to Gaudette. And a nice one-touch there from Smith. Bagna chasing it down now. Armitage and Bagna with the battle. And that is going to be goalie's ball, and a new ball is going to come in here, so it's not a big chase down. At the very few seconds left here in this first half. Looks like Gentleman has the ball for New Brunswick. A little bit of a tussle there, and that is going to be a Nova Scotia ball call from the referee. And on that ball now is Bruce. Bruce giving it to Curry. Curry in the crease. And we are going to get the ref's whistle. That is your first half of your Nova Scotia New Brunswick bronze medal battle here at the Raymond Field. It's going to be a quick 10-minute turnaround here at the half, and then we will be back for the second half. Hello and welcome back to the Under 18 Atlantic Showcase presented by Soccer Nova Scotia here on TV1. This is your bronze medal matchup between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia U18 girls team. Nova Scotia is up 1-0 right now. The goal scored by number 7, Dolan, and we are on our way right away here. And there she is, your goal scorer on the ball. There is Dolan. Walsh. And some great defense there by Fleming. My name is Raisa Lalani. I've got your play-by-play for you for this game. Thank you so much for joining us all weekend and for this game. We're so happy that we got to bring you the U18 Atlantic Showcase on TV1. With the corner kick here is Armitage. She has crossed that ball, and there is a shot from Nova Scotia, but New Brunswick defenders in the goal, making sure that that does not go in. Here is fielding, and that ball is going to be out of bounds. Chirping over the linesman there, trying to get out of the way, but he knows it's out of bounds because it did touch him, and he's on the outside of the lines. Here is a New Brunswick throw-in. And that ball is going to go out of bounds once again. Now a Nova Scotia throw-in. Or rather, linesman changed his mind at the end there. New Brunswick. New Brunswick on the ball, sending it down to number 18, Smith. She's going to be called offside, though. Nova Scotia in control of the ball now. Dead ball there on the ground. Nova Scotia with a free kick. And she's going to pass it to Fielding. Fielding sending it in the middle of the field. Here's Curry sending it down the line, and it's going to go off a New Brunswick player. Free throw coming in from Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia with the throw-in. On the ball there is number 18, Mahoney for Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia looking to control that ball. Mahoney once again. But there is some pressure from New Brunswick, but Nova Scotia gets that free throw. Mahoney on the ball. It is tossed in there and headed out of bounds. Mahoney once again looking to grab that ball. JJ Benang with the throw in now. And there is a header from Walsh. Brunswick looking to clear that ball out. Bagna getting the ball from the bleachers. Goalie's ball here. And it looks like we've got two new goalies into the match here now, one each side. Sardi on the bench now, as well as Bushy. So two brand new goalies here in. On the New Brunswick side, the goalie's Chelsea Burnham. And on the Nova Scotia side, it's Alexa McGlatchy-Gadet. And there is New Brunswick Smith on the ball. With the throw-in now, here is Hill. And a nice cross there by Armitage. Armitage clearing it down the line. Walsh. Serena Dolan on the ball. Here is Emily Chevery. She's going to chase that ball down, but it is going to go out of bounds. That will be a New Brunswick ball.
Take care. See you later.
Goalie's ball here for New Brunswick. This is Chelsea Burnham in net. And it's going to get passed back to her. Once again to her defender on the left, but some pressure coming in there from Nova Scotia's number 16, Annika Monroe. And Annika Monroe is going to get used to this field. She is going to be playing soccer for Acadia University. So this will be her home field. Throw in from New Brunswick. Monroe on the ball, passing it to Mahoney. And that ball driven down the center lane. Smith on it. Now Nova Scotia's defender Benang with the ball, crossing it into the center. Nova Scotia really moving the ball around quickly. Now settling a bit, there is Armitage on the ball. She's going to send it down the lane. And that is going to be number 15, Walsh. But some great job on defense there by number 9, McGinn for New Brunswick. And here is a ball coming in from the sidelines so that Armitage does not have to chase that one down. And she is going to take the corner kick for Nova Scotia. Here she is with the corner kick, Armitage. There is an attempted header there. Goalie looks like she is down on the ground, but she's up, all is well. And another ball coming in here from the sidelines. It's going to be New Brunswick's goalie's ball, Chelsea Burnham. Burnham giving it to McGinn. McGinn looking to drive it down the center, but there's Benang. Ball is out of bounds. Throwing the ball in here is Hill. Hill looking for the long throw to Bagna, but it's just past her. Buckler. Nova Scotia's Curry. There's Benang. Benang driving it down the right side of her field. And she's going to pass it up. Great work there. That is a Nova Scotia throw-in. Benang with the throw-in. Received by Walsh. This time some hustle coming from Smith and Benang as they are battling it out. And Smith is going to send it up to Bagna. Bagna on the ball. But there is Buckler clearing it out. Now Benang on the ball. Mahoney. Dolan clearing it down the lane. And chasing that down is Mahoney. And that is going to be a Nova Scotia throw-in. Now with the throw-in is Andrea Mahoney. Received by Dolan. Dolan back to Mahoney. Mahoney back to Dolan. Dolan sending it back a little bit further now. Curry up the center, and it's going to be chased down by Chelsea Burnham. 29:50 on the clock, 10 minutes done of this second half. And there is Bagna putting on the pressure, but clearing that ball out is Holly Buckler. And a little bit of a mistouch there from JJ Benang, trying to save it before it was going to go out of bounds. Throw-in coming from New Brunswick. Nova Scotia on the ball, but there is some pressure from New Brunswick's player, number 6, Fecto. And once again, Nova Scotia looking to clear that ball out. Nice pass there from Chevry. Armitage back to Chevry. Chevry now in the mid. Fielding. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Armitage with the throw-in for Nova Scotia. Armitage. On the ball there now is number 13, Cormier. And here's Fecto. Fecto still on the ball, great control there. Now here is McGinn. She's going to pass it back to her goalie. There's Burnham. Burnham sending it the other way now to Gadet. Gadet down the line. And it is received by New Brunswick's player. She's going to drive it down the left side of the field. Deciding to make her move here. 3 Nova Scotia's defenders on her, but she is still going. And she is taken down, and that is going to be a penalty shot, and that is what she was looking for. Arms raised in the air, acknowledging the crowd. Yellow card awarded to Nova Scotia's player. That's a tough ball right there. She was definitely looking to turn that ball around and try and shoot it, and she is going to get exactly what she wanted. Here is number 6, Fecto, with a penalty shot, potentially ready to tie up the game. Here she goes. And Fecto is going to score for New Brunswick, all tied up at 1s here. Now that makes for an interesting match. One here, second half. This is for the bronze third place finish. Both sides getting set up. Shoelaces tied, ready to go. Here is Nova Scotia sending that ball down long. Armitage and Chevry looking to chase it down. Unfortunately, it is out of bounds there for both of them. That is going to be a goalie's ball. With the ball here is your goaltender for New Brunswick, Chelsea Burnham. Burnham. And there is Chevry on the ball, and she's passed it back to Walsh. Now here comes Fecto, your goal scorer, and what a nice, beautiful long ball there to Smith. Smith is going to go for it. And there she goes again, but she just lost that ball there. Nova Scotia's defense taking control. And now coming down the lane is Armitage, the left lane. Armitage looking to cross it down the center, but it is received by New Brunswick header. And there's a little bit of a mistouch there from Nova Scotia. That is going to be a New Brunswick throw-in. And if you can hear the bells, the ambient noise in your microphones there out of your speakers, that means that the Acadia Convocation is over. There's been a big grad weekend, and so the bell is ringing. Traditional, symbolizing that convocation's over here at Acadia University now. But there is still some soccer to be played, 24:36 on the clock. And there is Dolan looking to cross it in the center, but Gaudette with the defense. Dolan looking to grab it again, but that one is going to go out of bounds. And it looks like we're going to get a substitution on the Nova Scotia side. Coming into the match here is number 3, Hannah Bruce, for JJ Benang. Bruce into the match. Is a goalie ball here is Chelsea Burnham. And she sent it up to McGinn. McGinn with the long shot to the left side of her field. McGinn, but there is Hannah Bruce. And there is Gaudette getting that ball now. Nova Scotia throw in here. Bruce on the ball. Looking to pass it back, and she does successfully to Fielding. Fielding is going to pass it up to Chevry. Chevry going to look for Armitage on the left, and she finds her. Now Armitage is going to try and drive that ball up, and she's looking to cross it. It is off New Brunswick's player. There it is, a nice cross up front there, but that is going to be a goalie's ball. Chelsea Burnham. Burnham looking for some red to get the ball to. She's going to drop kick it down the center of the field. Here is Armitage on the ball once again. New Brunswick coming in red hot. And there it is. Here it comes. Smith again. And here is a big boot there from Fecto, but that is going to hit the back of a Nova Scotia player, and it looks like she is going to go down. Potential injury here. That was a big kick that she took. But she's back up. Looks like she's okay. Substitution coming into the match here for Nova Scotia side. Coming into the match is number 10, Rachel Henry. And she's going to take out Emily Chevry, number 4. Looks like we're going to get a corner kick here from the New Brunswick side after that ball was deflected. Very tough off Nova Scotia's player. Here is New Brunswick's Gaudette with the corner. And it is punched out by the goalie, and it is headed out by number 12. Fielding, saving that very close to goal. Some great defense from Nova Scotia's side. What a great try there from New Brunswick. Nova Scotia on the ball now. Armitage sending it up down the center. And with the hustle here now is Henry. But Chelsea Burnham making sure that ball doesn't go anywhere near her net. This is an exciting game here in the second half. There is Dolan. She's going to pass it out to Walsh, and Walsh is going to swing at it, but Chelsea Burnham is going to grab it. Lots of shots on net here. It is exciting. Burnham. Chasing down that ball now is Hannah Bruce, but it is going to be out of bounds. New Brunswick throw in. New Brunswick coming back with the ball for the throw-in. Ball in play. Gaudette on it. There is Serena Dolan, and she's going to send it up the field, and that is not going to get called offside. Here is Rachel Henry. Henry looking to cross it. There she goes with a shot, but it is defended by McGinn. And the sun is peeping out from the clouds once again after some exciting shots on the net. Not wanting to miss the action, just like you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to TV1. We're so excited to be here for the Under 18 Atlantic Showcase, bringing you the bronze medal match here for the girls' side. Corner kick here for Nova Scotia. But that ball is headed out by Fleming. And now Begna. On the ball there is number 18. She's going to send that up. Smith. Begna hustling to get to that ball. And she is going to be called offside there by the linesman. A little contestation from the crowd here. Not happy about that call. But we're going to get a substitution right now here for the Nova Scotia side. Coming into the match is Caitlin Parker, number 9. And she's going to come in for Armitage. Nova Scotia on the ball. There is Bruce. Bruce sending it up. And she's going to chase it down again. And she's going to pass it back to her goalie, Michelacci Godot. And now it's going to get driven down the right side lane. And with the one touch there is Henry. A little bit too big of a touch there. Burnham on the ball quickly. Good try there from number 10, Henry. Burnham with the ball down the center. Bruce. Bruce just colliding into Gallen. Brunswick on the ball, and they're going to send it back to Burnham. Burnham is going to give it to Gaudette. Gaudette sending it to the other Gaudette. Now on the ball here is Monroe. And that's going to be out of bounds on her New Brunswick throw-in. And we're going to get a substitution coming into the match here. Coming in for Nova Scotia once again is number 17, Ferguson, coming in for number 15, Walsh. So lots of subs coming in on the Nova Scotia side, some new faces that we're seeing. Here is Ferguson into the match. Looks like coach is saying that maybe that wasn't the substitution she wanted, but it was called and had to happen. 16 minutes left here. On the ball there is Fleming. New Brunswick sending that ball up. There's Dolan. And they're going to tap that outside to number 13. And there is a nice ball down the line there from Fielding, but that is going to be off in New Brunswick. So that is going to be a Nova Scotia throw-in. Here on Nova Scotia side with the throw-in is number 12, Megan Fielding. Fielding in. And there is Dolan with a nice pass there to Parker. Parker trying to get that ball, but it is stolen away from New Brunswick's player. Bruce saving that long drive down. Dolan now again. And New Brunswick really coming on hot here as they're not letting Nova Scotia send that ball down into their defensive end. And now they're going to look to try and have some offense here. And starting us off is number 18, Smith. Smith with some pressure. Nova Scotia winning that one. And big hustle coming in here from Mahoney. Mahoney looking to save that ball, but it is out of bounds. That is going to be a goalie's ball. And there is Burnham. Down the line. Here is Smith. Smith putting that ball high. Bagna looking to get it. Bagna and Dolan battling it out. Nova Scotia in control of that ball there. Here is Buckler. Buckler sending it to Bruce. Bruce sending it down the right side of her field. That ball cleared out by New Brunswick. Here is Curry. Curry to Bruce. Bruce to Dolan. Dolan's going to send that back to her goalie. That's going to be cleared out to the left side of the field. Here is Fielding on it. Fielding with a one-touch pass. Received by Hill from New Brunswick. Dolan now. Mahoney. New Brunswick on the ball. Fecto. Fielding on the ball. She's going to send it down to Ferguson. Sending it into the center, and a great receive there from Nova Scotia's player. She's going to give it to Ferguson. Ferguson losing that ball. And that's going to be turned by Gaudette. Now Ferguson passing it. There's Fielding. Fielding passing it back. Buckler carrying it up the center. And a little bit too far there. That is going to go into the hands of Burnham. Goalie's ball. And that is stolen away from Ferguson. Ferguson with the long shot, and that is going to score for Ferguson. A great long shot there for Ferguson, coming in hot off the bench and scoring for Nova Scotia. That's going to put them up 2-1. Ferguson with the goal. And we're ready to go again. Here's New Brunswick with the ball. 2-1 here with 12:25 on your clock. Chasing that ball down here is Bruce. Bruce on the ball. Stolen away by New Brunswick. And that's going to be out of bounds off of number 16, Monroe. That's going to be a New Brunswick throw-in. And there it is, thrown in. Received by Smith. Bruce looking to challenge, and she wins. She's going to send it up the side. A lot of bodies crowded there on that side of the field. That ball is out of bounds, New Brunswick throw-in. That ball kicked up there by Dolan. Chasing it down is Henry. And she's going to battle it out with number 10, Gaudette. 10 versus 10. And the linesman is going to call that to be a goalie's ball. Goalie's ball here for New Brunswick. This is Burnham sending it right into the center. New Brunswick going to clear it down the right. Bagnell looking to get a touch, but it is going to be Nova Scotia with the touch. Fielding. And she's going to pass that to Ferguson. Ferguson with the ball. And the goalie's going to take that free kick. And that ball is in and saved by Mahoney. But New Brunswick now getting some action on the ball. Buckler setting it up to Mahoney. Mahoney with the ball, trying to squeak it by New Brunswick, but they have got control of it. Now Dolan. She's going to send it up to Ferguson, but it is going to be intercepted by Hill. McGinn on the ball now. Pressure coming in, 2 Blues, but she clears it out right away. Fecto on the ball, passing it up. Now Hannah Bruce on the ball for Nova Scotia. Buckler sending it back to McGlatchy Godot. Goalie sending it right back up. Fecto on the ball. And now it's going to go back to Burnham. Both teams utilizing their goalies to pass back. Hill on the ball. The wind is picking up. You can hear it in your mics and you can see it on the field. Perhaps a factor for the players on the field right now. Here's Ferguson. And it's a bit of a ping pong action here between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia as the ball bounces back and forth. It's going to get slowed down here as Nova Scotia's fielding lets it go out of bounds so she can have a throw in. And she's going to throw it in to her player and receive it back right away. And she's going to look to clear it down the line, but it is going to go out of bounds. Throwing it in now is Hill. Hill with the long throw into the center to Fecto. That ball is cleared out by Mahoney. And now Nova Scotia, that ball driving down. New Brunswick with the ball here. Down the right side to Bagna. Bagna passing it. Going back down to her, but Buckler's on it first. Buckler's going to give it to her goalie. Goalie's going to clear it out. And it is going to go out of bounds. New Brunswick ball here is Hill. Hill with the throw to Bagna. On the ball now is number 13, Cormier. Fielding for Nova Scotia. Dolan with the one touch, and it is going to be received by her teammate Henry. Henry looking to change the course of direction there, but Burnham is going to get to that first before any striker can get there. McGinn on the ball. 7:08 on the clock. Still lots of time here. It is only a 1-goal differential. Nova Scotia on the ball. Mahoney. She's going to send it to Bruce. Bruce is going to hustle it down before it touches that sideline, and she gets to it. Bruce still looking to center it. Ferguson, header from New Brunswick. Mahoney, but another header from New Brunswick. Dolan. And that ball is passed. There is Dolan. Dolan with the lefty boot, and it's going to be right into the hands of Burnham, but that is a shot for Nova Scotia on net. Bagna's down. No call. Nova Scotia on the ball here is fielding on the left. She's going to send it to Ferguson. Ferguson. She's looking to cross it. And is she going to get there in time? Just out of bounds there for Mahoney. A little bit too much of a touch there from Ferguson. And that is going to be New Brunswick goalie Burnham's ball. Burnham. Ferguson. McGinn. Burnham once again, but there is some pressure coming in there from Henry. New Brunswick on that ball, and it is going to be called out of bounds there from the linesman. Nova Scotia throw in. Fielding with a throw in for Nova Scotia. And she's going to throw it long. And that's going to go out of bounds. New Brunswick ball. Here is Chelsea Burnham, once again, your goalie from the New Brunswick side with the ball. She's going to send it to her number 12, Fleming. Fleming's going to send it to McGinn. McGinn looking to give it to her player, but it's going to come back to her so she can pass it again, and this time she is going to drive it down the center of the field. New Brunswick there to receive it. Bagna on the ball. Bagna looking to beat Fielding. Bagna almost doing it. Fielding there again. It's going to be a battle between the two. And that is going to be a corner kick. New Brunswick folks down below really liking that play there. Happy about that corner kick. And taking the corner kick for them now is Julie Gadet. Gadet with the corner. And there is a touch there from Fecto. And turning around, there is a shot there from number 15, Hill, but that is going to be right into the palms of McLatchy Godot. And there she is with a high kick past center. New Brunswick still on the ball here. 3:32 on the clock. Nova Scotia on the ball now. Sending it to Fielding. Fielding chasing it down, but just can't quite get there in time. And on the ball now is number 11, Buckler. Here's Dolan. Fielding. Ferguson on the ball. Bagna now. A little bit of confusion from both sides, but Nova Scotia in control, looking to clear that ball out. Bagna on the ball, but there comes Dolan in to make sure that she doesn't have an opportunity there. That ball out of the sidelines. 2-1 here in the second half. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And here is a throw-in from Hill. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Goalie ball, McLatchy Godot with the ball for Nova Scotia. She's going to send it down the lane. Bagna with the first touch, but there is Bruce recovering it, and Bruce is going to send it long to Burnham. Burnham with the ball, passing it quickly to McGinn. 2 Blues on her. There is Ferguson. Ferguson looking to steal that ball, but New Brunswick still in control of it. And now Nova Scotia is going to grab a hold of it, and that is Henry. Henry looking to send it down the center, but it's going to get cleared out by Gadet. And there is Bruce now on the ball. Bruce driving it down the center. She's going to pass it to Ferguson, but it is just too long for Ferguson. That is going to be a throw-in for New Brunswick. Referee instructing her to back up a little bit, and she's ready to throw it in, and here she goes. And that ball is going to get sent down the lane. Bagna on the ball. She is going to look for Smith, but defense man on from behind her, getting that ball out of bounds. New Brunswick really feeling the pressure here to score a goal, as it is 2-1 in the last seconds of this half. That ball is out of bounds, and it's going to go to McLatchy Godot for Nova Scotia. And she is going to send it to Fielding on the left side. Fielding down the lane. Received by Mahoney. Back to Fielding. And it's going to go out of bounds on Fielding. That is going to be a New Brunswick throw-in. New Brunswick's number 15, Hill, urgency in her voice as she's asking for the ball. And there is Ferguson on the ball. Ferguson. And there's going to be a call on New Brunswick. Free kick here coming in for Nova Scotia. 2 minutes left here in this half. 2-1 right now for Nova Scotia. And taking the ball here for Nova Scotia is Buckler. Buckler with the free kick. She is going to send it up the left lane, but it is received by New Brunswick's defense. On the ball here is McGinn, and she's going to make sure that her goalie is safe. That ball is out of the crease. Header from Dolan. And New Brunswick's clever pass there from Cormier. Back and forth action here with the ball, and Burnham on it once again. She is going to drop kick that down the center, past half. And there's Dolan. Dolan is going to send it back to the goalie. Burnham once again looking to create a play here for New Brunswick. And there is Bagna tussling with Bruce. Bruce on the ball as she beats New Brunswick. Lots of pressure coming in from Gaudette, but Bruce is going to keep going, driving the ball down the lane. It looks like it is still in play, and now it's going to be called out off of New Brunswick. Nova Scotia throw-in. Free throw coming in from Hannah Bruce. She's going to find Monroe, and this time it's going to go off Nova Scotia. New Brunswick throw-in. There is a free throw received by Bruce, but Bagna right there to compete. Bruce once again. She's going to pass it back to Curry. Curry is going to drive that ball long. And that is going to be the game called by the referee. Nova Scotia is going to take the bronze medal 2-1 against New Brunswick. That was a fun match here, but we still have one more coming up, so make sure you don't go away. We've got a boys match coming up here, and it is going to be the PEI U18 guys taking on the Nova Scotia U17 guys. So make sure to stay tuned. The start time is at around 6 o'clock. We'll be right back for some more action. My name is Raisa Lalani. I've had a great time doing the play-by-play for you. Make sure to stay tuned for the last game of the weekend.